Hi, this is viewer discretion is advised about my suicide story. I don't know. I'll be saying a couple four-letter words, and this is not suitable for kids. So, thank you so much for watching, and viewer discretion is advised. Y'all have a nice evening. Bye. Hi, everybody. This is gonna be the second part to my suicide prevention story. Well, last time I left, I was kicked out of my house and I was staying in my car and I didn't know where to go. I ended up sleeping in my car for a couple of days, and then I called my uncle and he told me I could spend the night over there with him for a few nights, and I thanked him a lot. I ended up going over there, and at that time I think I almost stayed for like half a month after I got released from the hospital. I stayed there and helped out clean the place, and man, that place was a little bit trash, but I ended up cleaning it and just going to work and then come back and just I took day by day at that moment, and then I kept on going until I remember it was my birthday, and I ended up working the whole day from morning till the evening. I think it was from 8 in the morning till 9 at night, and then I ended up going home. Well, I ended up going to my uncle's place, and my cousin, he also stayed there. He was, I think, like 30, or no, he was like 25 at the time. I'm not really quite sure, but he was like in his mid-20s, and when I got over there to his place, I was just so tired. I didn't want to do anything except just smoke a little bit of marijuana and take a shower and go to bed. Even though it was my birthday, it didn't really feel like my birthday. And I don't know what happened. I think I ended up leaving my jar of weed on the table, and then I went to the car. Then my cousin ended up stealing my weed, and we got into a fight about it, and he spilled most of it and took half of it, and we ended up fighting. And after that, I ended up sleeping in my uncle's room, and I knew that it wasn't going to work out, so I ended up leaving. And the day that I left, I ended up giving my uncle some money, thanking him for letting me stay there. And me and my cousin got into a fight. And I just ended up taking off from there. And I ended up going to, I think it was just a park, and just sitting around doing nothing by myself. And I was just smoking the evening away, and then I just went into my car, kept on driving around, and then I fell asleep at a Walmart parking lot. I woke up the next morning, it was November 8th, and then I ended up going to work at Del Taco, and when I was over there at work, I had a couple of my coworkers that were my friends. They were asking me what was going on with my life and what was going on, and they knew that it wasn't really good. And so they were asking me where I was staying at, and I told them that I was staying in my car, and they said, "Why don't you just stay over here with us?" And I agreed to it, and I stood there. I stayed there for about almost a week and a half, I think. I ended up giving them some money from the from the paycheck that I got, and my ex-wife ended up telling me that if I wanted to go and see my daughter, I could pick her up after work for a little while and see her. And so I'd pick her up every now and then and see her. She'd come over and play with my friend's daughter too. And that's when you know, that lasted for a while. Then I remember on November 13th, I woke up. I just had enough of living. I just living this way, and I had enough of just things were going. I'm just tired. I ended up waking up that day and just getting ready for work, and the night prior to that, my ex-wife asked me if I wanted to pick up my daughter and have her for a little while, and I ended up picking her up from my sister-in-law's house. And so at that time I was just losing it. I wasn't really thinking straight anymore. Only thing I was thinking about was just ending it, and I ended up picking my daughter, and we went back to my friend's apartment, and we hung out for a little bit, and that's when I took off, and I went to a Harbor Freight to go buy a gas can and some stuff. I don't even recall it. Sometimes just like it was like blacking out and just going like on a rage fit, but not acting out in front of everybody. After that, I was driving back, and I think I stopped by to see if my mom was home, but she wasn't there. And then from there I ended up driving past by where Mesa Junior used to be, and on that day I remember that they were tearing it down. I kind of thought it was a metaphor of like how my life was going. I came back to my friend's apartment and I saw my daughter and she kept on yelling, "Daddy, Daddy," and it kept on playing in my mind, "Daddy, Daddy," how she would yell for me, and she was so happy to see me. At that time, I was just so angry and just so numb to everything that I ended up leaving her there with my friends, and I told them what I was going to do. I told them that my mind's made up and I just want to get over with this pain. So I slowly made my way from my friend's apartments and made my way to me and my ex-wife's house. When I got there, I ended up parking. There used to be like this car wash right next to the Circle K. And I ended up parking on one of the car wash ports. I remember going to the Circle K and getting some water because I was like so thirsty. I got like a couple cups of water and I drank them. Then I smoked a cigarette. And that's when I jumped and I finished off my cigarette and then I jumped over the fence in the back of my yard. And I was sitting there in the backyard contemplating. Can I really do this? Take my own life? I just got done seeing my son and getting to see him all over again. Thinking, what is he gonna think about me when I pass? And then I was thinking about my daughter too. What she would think. It's at that moment when I told myself I couldn't do it. I grabbed that gas can and I started going back. Jumped over that fence and that's where they caught me. After they caught me, they put me in their cruiser and I sat back there for it looked like close to an hour or more. When I got to that house, I forgot to mention that nobody was there. Just me and Peaches were sitting there. She was barking up a little storm. And that's when they can book me into Mesa PD. And then after that, I went to jail. I sit there in 4th Ave for about a whole year and 2 months fighting my case. But 4th Ave is another story for another day. Thank you, everybody, for listening to my suicide survival story. And at the end of this video, there's a few numbers and resources that you can use if you're ever in that situation. These numbers are for my area where I'm located. But if you're ever in that situation, don't ever hesitate. People are ready to talk and help in whatever situation you're in. You're not alone in this, and there is help. Thank you for chilling with Sidai Hitler. You have a great day. Bye.